the Lakers, the Warriors, opening the season, Steph Curry, LeBron James. Despite all these big shooting nights, LeBron and AD, they balled out.
Yeah.
The Warriors just took all the air out of the opening night sales for the Lakers. They stayed in. They battled all night. Steph had a very bad shooting night, and they still couldn't beat Golden State.
Did you hear about his bad triple-double? Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he had great numbers as far as the triple-double, but...
Like, what, 5 for 18 shooting, 2 for 8 from downtown?
He was 5 for 21 and 2 for 8 from the field. I mean, from 3.
Yeah.
Oh, he said give him the number again. It's 678-871-9602.
Period.
Make sure you call us.
Right there, brother. We'll be waiting.
So, man, are the Warriors back, or are the Lakers just not what we think they are?
I think it has to lean more on the Lakers because, you know, a lot of people talked about this when we first got into the season and they started, you know, felt like it was more pulling names and it was trying to actually poach young talent that still had, you know, some juice left in the tank and really wanted to contribute to a team and was trying to earn their stripes. You know, they're an old team. They're not going to play you very fast. And you're talking about a lot of liability and relying on a LeBron James, on an Anthony Davis. And I know about the Carmelos and I know about the Rondos. And there's a few people that I'm leaving off there. But we know the Lakers can be a good basketball team. But when you're talking about what the NBA is turning into, the type of spacing, the type of play that's actually taking place on the court now, I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to keep up with that sustainably. And you talk about Steph didn't play great. Klay Thompson was not there. Jordan Poole was stepping up. Like, there were dudes for Golden State that, stepping into the game, taking big roles, coming back from 10 points down. And the fact that the Lakers at home had a lead in the game and couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. And I think it shows right now that, the Lakers are really facing their problem immediately. Like, as the NBA season opens, they know they're old. We're not going to be able to move quick. I hope we can shoot the 3 ball because you're going to need to in a Western Conference, especially when you're trying to run for the chip. They saw that. So at the end of the day, I think the Lakers are facing their problem immediately, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out over the rest of the year. I can't speak too much on the Warriors because they shouldn't have won. Like, nothing added up for them to win, and they came away with it. So just imagine, like I said, what about when Christmas does roll around? I'm excited, man. We're going to have a Christmas present of Klay Thompson. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't actually say either. I can't all the way say the Warriors are back because the Warriors didn't play a good game, and I can't say the Lakers aren't what we thought they were because anyone with any common sense looked at what the Lakers roster was. They pulled together a whole new roster in the offseason.
Yep.
This team needs time to build chemistry. It looks like a team where you brought in Rondo, Westbrook, Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan. Like, you brought in like at least 6 or 7 different pieces this year.
Forgot about DJ.
These guys have not played together. Like, the coach doesn't know what lineups to rotate. The players don't know what their roles are. It was very plain to see that Russell Westbrook had no idea how he's supposed to mesh with LeBron and AD doing their thing. This is going to take time. This is a project. If you look at this matchup moving into Christmas, they'll have had 2 months to actually play together, figure out how this thing should rotate, how they should do it. I mean, it's looking at this point like they should really bring Westbrook off the bench and let him run the second squad so he can go 100 miles an hour and not worry about deferring while he's in there. Carmelo is shooting every now and then, like, all right, ISO, because y'all want me to score because we need a few points on offense. Yeah. But for the most part, everybody's like, oh, Bron, AD, let's pass it to him.
Right.
They're not confident in the fact that their role on the team says that they should actually just be going forward and taking shots at the clip that they normally take them, or even with the level of confidence that they normally take them. So my takeaway from the game is the Lakers have a ways to go to actually figure out the continuity, the lineups, the adjustments, just how this team actually is going to fit and work together. And it was a good win for the Warriors, especially for them having their best player not having played well. So I think both teams are good, but I'm not overreacting to either one of them. Not going to tell you the Warriors are back, and I'm not telling you the Lakers are done. And you can't call BS. You didn't call. That was the whole point. We gave you the number about 15 times, Andre.
Come on, sir.
Your verbiage is
Come on, Mr. Yelverton.
Insanely ridiculous.
We'd like to have you in here, sir. It's not a party if we don't have a guest. You know what I'm saying?
It's not at all.
Let's get the house full.